Frank, we're here in Manchester to announce a big fight on the 6th of September. But before we get on to that, just a recap. We've come to the end of a very long season, still one big show to go on the 19th of July in Birmingham. But when you look back on the Sports Network season, tell me some highlights and even lowlights for you.
It's been good. I mean, we've put a lot of exciting shows on. Been very, very exciting. I think the highlights is Joe Calzaghe beating Hopkins. That was a good fight. Kessler fight was a good fight. Amir obviously coming through. Alex Arthur becoming a world champion. Enzo McInerney had a fairly good year until the fight he had with David Hay, which was unfortunate. Lots of youngsters coming through. It's just been very good. Very, very happy with it. Young Kevin Mitchell, he's been brilliant, learning his trade, and I'm expecting big things of him.
So we're coming to the end of the season, but the work seems to never stop for you. You're still going to have more announcements to make about Amir's opponents and deals, etc., coming through. We've announced September the 6th, so obviously next season's up and running already in terms of in the press and what we know is going on. How confident are you about the next season in general in terms of, again, more big shows that Sports Network are going to put on?
Well, I'll be doing. Frank Warren will be putting lots of good shows on in the next, obviously the next 12 months. We've got some good things lined up. We start on the 6th of September here at the MEN in Manchester. Amir's going to be fighting on that card. The main event will be Alex Arthur fighting Nicky Cook, which is a cracking fight. Domestic clash, but for Alex's world title. So I'm looking forward to that one. We'll be announcing some other big fights to go on now. And we've got some quite big things lined up during the course of the year, which obviously we'll announce in due course.
And with regard to Amir Khan specifically on that show on the 6th of September, you've managed almost just to put the brakes on slightly on a very keen and very talented young man who wants to go and do great things immediately, but he does need to learn a little bit more, as you've been saying for a while, and rightly so.
All youngsters are... Everybody's ambitious. They're all, any fighter that didn't want to fight for a world title and wasn't calling out all the guys, I'd be very disappointed that they weren't doing that. They've got to have belief in themselves. But my job is to find the right moment to let them, get to that stage. And he just needs a little bit more schooling, like a lot of the youngsters that we're looking after at the moment. And hopefully, when we feel he's right, we'll make the match and he'll go on and win a world title. Not only win it, successfully defend it.
So 6th of September, Frank, it's a Frank Warren show at the MEN Arena, and it's been a while since we've seen big boxing matches here. Just remind us, what's the capacity?
It's just under 20,000 and I expect it to be sold out. I think the last one I was involved with up here was Joe Calzaghe and Lacey, which is a great fight for the fans. So I'm pleased to be back here. We had a very active period in Manchester promoting, I have for many, many years been promoting lots of big shows up here. So I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully it's going to be a new era with Amir. He's the local lad in the area, and we'll be doing more and more shows over the next few years.
And a cracking fight headlining the show, Alex Arthur against Nicky Cook. Nicky Cook hungry. We know he's desperate for a world title fight, had a failed bid at a lighter weight, at featherweight, and so it's a cracking show for the fans, that top bill.
It is, and Alex has got to be top of his game. Nicky challenged for a world title at the lower weight, the weight below, when was it? A few months ago, and he was unsuccessful. He struggled at the weight, everybody knows that, so now he's coming up here, be more comfortable at the weight. They both sort of had the same sort of backgrounding, the same grounding, British, Commonwealth, European champions. I think Alex has had 2 more fights than Nicky's had. They've only got 1 defeat each on their record. So it's going to be quite an interesting fight, and it's a great matchup.
And for the boxing fans in Manchester and surrounding area, the tickets on sale already?
They're on sale and they're going fast, so you've got to be quick if you want to see live a great night's boxing.
Thanks, Frank.
Thank you, Don.